He said, the stand, it is not only the minority, every Ghanaian, and I'm sure including my brother, if he takes...
I think he will speak for himself.
Oh, yes. If he takes off the political spectacles from his face, you would realize that he will speak same language every Ghanaian.
He's put...
wearing the political spectacles. So, my brother, it is a challenge. If you go to many of the institutions, the people are really struggling. And the headmasters, sometimes I really sympathize with them. The kind of frustration they go through, in the sense that they face many of these challenges and they don't have anybody to speak to, because they are being intimidated to the extent that even when you speak out, the next day, you'll be sanctioned.
And a lot of them have spoken on grounds of anonymity and complained about victimization, intimidation, that if you speak up, this is what will happen.
In this case, many people, including myself, I see the problem coming from the finance ministry, to be honest with you.
The finance ministry?
Of course.
How so?
Because every year, as we sit here, he and I know that there's a budget ongoing. We are in the process of approving the budget. There's an amount of money allocated to the Ministry of Education. Proposed that they would need this amount of money to run the educational sector from January to December. So Parliament approves such amount for them. Then it has to do with releases. And so if those releases are not coming, how are we going to run these institutions? And then what I would want the education minister to also, entertain is he should allow the headmasters to speak out. You know, when you are sanctioning them when they speak, it is a problem because people must speak out. The public will help the sector to grow. Because if we sit and keep quiet, if you go to many of these secondary schools, what they eat, my brother, you weep for.
Recently, I saw a video somewhere. I don't think it was. It's a school feeding program, so yes, it's not.
Many parents,
the sort of food. If you look at what was being called,
many parents these times, when their wards are going to school, you have to look for extra money. Even though we say we are experiencing free senior high school, the money we even give to your ward for feeding alone, if you are paying for them to purchase the food and feed the ward, is better than the money you would have to give. Because if you allow and sit at home and think that, oh, it is free senior high school, the kind of sickness your ward may may get himself involved, you would even have to look for more than 5 times of that amount to cure that sickness. You see, and these are realities. So we are saying that the reality is that the people are struggling. If you cannot even purchase food, to feed the students, how are you going to, pay the utility bills? Now,